Hi there, I'm Keith Chapman. I'm one of the owners at Haus Brewing with my partner Andy Weiner, also from Fountain Hills. And yeah, we've been in business 3.5 years. We're your local brewery, and we're in making some fine beers, with Desert Distortion being our best seller. It's a New England hazy IPA. And another popular one is Engelmann's Elixir. It's a prickly pear pale ale. And we just finished brewing our Oktoberfest Sunset Condor. That's been super popular, and we're now getting into our winter beers. So coming up in November is Fisk and Gold, which is a decadent maple chocolate stout, an imperial stout. So it's really nice, really thick, really decadent. Tonight we're actually featuring beer school with one of our bartenders, Rachel Benkowski, Beer with Bierkowski. So she actually leads you through 4 different types of beers, the history behind the beer, how you make the beer, and how you actually smell and taste the beer, so you can get a better appreciation. Both her and DJ, another bartender, and myself are all going for our Cicerone studies, which is becoming a beer expert, basically. And we also have Ranger Amy, a local celebrity that does animal education here about twice a month on Tuesdays. She'll bring in live animals. And coming up in November, I think she's bringing 15 live rattlesnakes. So that'll be interesting. All in cages, of course. So, and that's always fun for the families as well. And then every Friday and Saturday, we have live music from across the valley, and some touring musicians as well. I've been in the music industry for 25 years, so tend to try to bring in artists that are touring from LA or local as well, and try to keep the variety and just fun music. So from blues to rock to reggae, all over the place. So if you're new to craft beer, we actually have what we call flights, which is 4 servings of 5-ounce pours, and you can take those 5 ounces of anything on tap, and then try to sample each one, and then you can find out the varieties from a deep decadent stout to a very nice light lager, and all points in between, to the bitterness of an IPA or to the smoothness of a porter or a stout. So it's a great way, and also our bartenders are super informed and very friendly to try to lead you to the beer that you want. And if you're absolutely not familiar with craft beer and you drink domestic beers, we have that too. We have Carbide Light, which is kind of the starter beer for anybody getting new to craft beer. And then if you're into wine and ciders, well, we don't serve those here yet. We do have this menu called Alchemy, which blends cream soda with the beer, and that removes the beer bitters from the beer and is very similar to a cider. So the Bonehouse is all based on the Lost Dutchman legend. We worked with a Day of the Dead artist and kind of formulated our whole theme around the 1880s mining culture and Arizona history. So you'll find everything in the tap room, to the very littlest detail, is all themed across that whole story. So we created a character, Hans von Biermann, the alleged nephew of the Lost Dutchman, Jacob Waltz. And the brief story is that he received a letter while he was in Germany at a brewer's family from his estranged uncle, saying he found a mine in Arizona territory, doesn't trust anybody, come over, mine it, get the wealth for the family. He decides to leave his brewer's family in Germany, comes all the way across to Arizona. When he arrives in Phoenix, he can't find his uncle, can't find the mine, and he's just traveled all this way in the 1800s. So now he decides, oh, well, I'll open up a tavern called the Bonehouse Tavern and start getting information from the customers about the mine or about his uncle. And so all of our stories on our can art, on our website, in the tap room, they're all based on that legend and his journal. So Fountain Hills has been our home for a long time. We moved here 26 years ago. We raised our family here. My partner's been here for, I think, 18 years. We just love it here, and we knew if we were going to start this brewery, we were going to start it here in Fountain Hills. We wanted it close to home. We love the community. We try to do as many community events or community-friendly events here as we can. And yeah, it's just a great place to grow up and have a business thrive. So now that we're pretty well established in the tap room. Or we're actually getting our beer out into Arizona. We're in 75 different locations across the state, including Total Wine, and we're growing every year. So, in fact, we just started a fundraising campaign online through Start Engine, and raising next capital to kind of expand our tap room, expand our production, and get into more distribution channels. So yeah, Fountain Hills is kind of home, so there was no other place to put it.